Hey guys, Toboloco here. Welcome back to the 2010 FIFA World Cup South Africa runs, and today we're going to be doing a run with Liechtenstein. Someone dropped it in the comments and I was like, you know what, we haven't done any content with Liechtenstein for a little while now, and I think I did a run with them on 2010 quite a while back. I think about 2 maybe 3 years ago, but that was only a basic run with Liechtenstein. Now let's try and do a legendary qualifying run with them here today. So these are the groups for the 2010 World Cup qualification in Europe. Obviously, these are the real groups. We don't want those. We want to randomize it like we do with every single qualifying run we do on this channel. So in 3, 2, 1, boom. And we're in a group with Croatia, Faroe Islands, Scotland, Moldova and Ukraine. Okay, that's fair enough. We are the minnows next to the Faroe Islands and possibly Moldova as well. The rest of the teams, Ukraine, Scotland and Croatia, should be topping that group unless we can cause a bit of an upset. So checking out the squad for Liechtenstein, there aren't many quality players on the team, as you guys probably already guessed. The goalkeeper's rated 64, which is decent, and Stocklaser at the back is rated 60, so that's good as well. And of course up top we have Mario Frick, who is probably one of Liechtenstein's best players on this game. He is a star player. They've kind of got like a little bit of a San Marino build. What I mean by that is the rest of the team is very low rated, and then they've got a star striker up top. And before we start, it is on legendary difficulty, even though it's going to be so difficult to do anything with Liechtenstein, because it is the best and most fun way to play the game. We are away from home against Moldova for this one. A winnable game, I'd say. Moldova are a 1-star team on this game. We have used them in the past, but not a qualifying run. And I believe I actually went on to win the World Cup with Moldova. So if you want to see that run, you can. It was a legendary difficulty run. But going back to Liechtenstein, we are going to struggle like crazy in this group. The game gave us a fair group. You know, we got a few minnows and 3 good teams in the group. But with Liechtenstein, we will absolutely struggle in this one. But, you know, that's why we do these runs for. It's the challenge. You know, whoever it is, even if it's like Germany or Liechtenstein, you know, we've got to try and win the World Cup with them. And it would be absolutely outrageous if we can qualify with the nation of Liechtenstein. I just want to say as well, thank you for all the submissions and requests in the channel over the last year, and everybody watching and subscribing and stuff like that. It means the world to me. You guys already know how I feel about it. It's incredible how I still play this game pretty much like every week, and you guys still turn up to watch these videos and stuff like that. I always get comments saying, oh, can you do this run, can you do that run, and you know, I always get positive feedback and stuff like that, so it's really nice to see. I just want to remind some people just to be patient with their requests. Some people can be a tiny bit pushy sometimes. I mean, I know it's not your fault. I know you want to see your country on these games and stuff like that, doing a run with them and stuff. I understand it, but you know, at the same time, it does take quite a long time to record and edit these runs, especially when this isn't my job. You know, this is just a side hobby sort of thing. So apologies if I am a little slow on that sort of front, but I am really trying. So I just noticed that the Faroe Islands actually took the lead against Ukraine when I was saying about everything, and that was a hell of a ball. Buchel. Okay, Buchel. Oh, he's put it wide. So being realistic, I think this is going to be a run where I don't qualify. To be honest with you, but you know, miracles have happened on this channel. I have said that with countless teams before, and sometimes I end up qualifying. So yeah, I hope I can add Liechtenstein to the list of qualified nations that I do legendary runs with. Come on, Buchel. Another Buchel. He goes with finesse and oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, what a start to the run. And Bushell has scored. It was a Bushell to Bushell connection. I don't know if they're related or not, but he scores an absolute worldie for Liechtenstein to make it 1-0 over Moldova. And those finesse shots are so clean, aren't they, on this game? I love them so much. And Liechtenstein have taken the lead through an absolute worldie. Pass there, and then another pass from Bushell to another Bushell. And he just whips it into the top corner. Bushell thinking he's like Alexis McAllister or something. At the time of recording, Alexis McAllister scored a worldie against Fulham. So, you know, I'll make that comparison. And at half time, Liechtenstein are leading by 1-0. Come on, Liechtenstein. We can do it. Pass the ball around. It's very good movement. Cross into the box. And yes! Come on! There was a mistake, and Bushell again has scored. I don't know if it was the one that scored earlier, but I mean, it's a day for the Bushells, and the AI skipped the replay, but if you saw it, basically the defender and goalkeeper completely mixed it up, and Liechtenstein have gone 2-0 up against Moldova. Come on, get the ball upfield, and that is going to be a 2-0 victory for little Liechtenstein. We love that. Liechtenstein making waves at this qualification process already. Their first win in a qualifier. How about that? And, you know, we've got to win against nations like Moldova and the Faroe Islands to have half a chance of doing it. Because the other nations like Scotland, Ukraine and Croatia will not let us have anything. Although Ukraine just lost against the Faroe Islands 1-0. Take a good look at the table because it ain't gonna be like that for much longer. Liechtenstein and the Faroe Islands are top, and the Faroe Islands arguably had a better win than we did. We only beat Moldova, but they beat Ukraine. Our next match is going to be against Croatia at home. So yeah, I think we're going to be brought back down to earth now by one of the elite teams in the group. I hope we can pull off a shock here against Croatia, but I think Croatia are just a little bit too big. Well, actually, not just a little bit, massively bigger than us. How are we going to deal with Croatia? Probably not very well, considering that they went for it from like just beyond the halfway line. I think it was supposed to be a pass over the top. Modric off the post, and that was close. I'm surprised that didn't go straight in. Go on, over the top. Liechtenstein are really good at those. Just unfortunate that Croatia are just way too strong at the back. That's a through ball. And no, Olic just breezes past and off the top of the bar. Get it, keeper? Thank you. That was so lucky. Again, Croatia hit the post. Over the top, Kranjar, and he's offside, thankfully. Croatia have pushed us quite a lot, but still no breakthrough yet, and we're very lucky to be in this situation before half-time, still at 0-0. I have no doubt that Croatia will find a goal in the second half. You know, them hitting the post as well a couple of times, and oh my goodness, what a save. I thought that was going to trickle into the back of the net, but no, it's still 0-0. I'm just trying to look for something. That's a really good ball. And Kranjar here out on the wing. He lets it go, and that's going to be mine. Thank you. This hasn't been the most entertaining game, but it feels entertaining in the fact that, obviously, you know, I could concede at any time, and I've been holding on for so long. To you, go for finesse, and no, it just goes well over the bar. Unlucky. Yeah, I think probably the best result we could get really here is a draw. As long as nothing bad happens, which might happen right now. No, see you later, Eduardo. Okay, well, I will take a draw here against Croatia. Croatia really disappointed there. They should be absolutely wiping the floor with a nation like Liechtenstein. But under my management, we got a draw out of them. And that is unbeaten start out of 2 games. That's fairly decent, to be fair, for Liechtenstein. They never really get more than like what, like maybe like 3 points in a qualifying campaign. I don't know how many they've ever got, you know, in terms of like their their best ever points tally, but, you know, still, onwards and upwards for Liechtenstein. Our third match is away from home against Ukraine. Another really, really hard game. I think Shevchenko is going to absolutely, like, boss my defence. And if we're going to lose, I think it's going to be like a 3-0 or something. Crossed in by Ukraine, overhead kick, and it just gets saved by the goalkeeper. I don't think I've ever seen an overhead kick that, like, ferocious before on this game. Like, most of the time when they do score an overhead, it's, you know, quite a tame one. Up to Frick. I see a gap and an opening, and here comes Ritzberger. Come on. He taps it past the goalkeeper and it's in. And Liechtenstein have taken the lead here away from home in Ukraine. Oh my God, Ritzberger. There was just a massive gap on that right-hand side. And the shot was such a little, like, pea-rolling shot that just goes into the bottom corner. He fended off his defenders and taps it in for 1-0. Come on, Liechtenstein. Come on, we're going to send shockwaves in this qualifying series and actually get to the World Cup if we play like this. I think we can do it. Imagine if we can. That would be huge. It would be one of my best qualifying runs ever, I think. Buchel. To you. Down to you. There is a chance. Oh, just goes wide. Liechtenstein are actually playing really well now. I can feel it. Like, they're getting a little bit stronger. And I think it's because of that really good start against Moldova and obviously the draw. And now, you know, it could still go wrong because Ukraine are still a massive team in this group. But I'm so happy with this. Frick. He's a bit of a beast. He puts it in. Frick has made it 2. And I used his strength to out-muscle my defender. And Frick has scored for the second goal. Look at this. He was just pushing his way past. And I was able to finesse shot it into the top right-hand corner. People are going to be like probably suspicious of this run now. They're going to be like, oh, you're playing on amateur difficulty or something. It's like, honestly, I've been under so much pressure from some of these teams, and to be 2-0 up, I'm just as surprised as you are. But that's what you get for playing this game into the ground every single day. And of course, they get a goal back from one of the easiest methods to score on this game for the AI. And Mileski has scored to make it 2-1. I'm glad I scored that goal now, because the computer instantly proved my point by doing an outrageous ball into the box and headering it into the back of the net. Crossed in. Get out. Oh, thank you. Thank you for saving that attempt that time. It's half-time and Liechtenstein are leading by 2-1 away from home. This is probably Liechtenstein's best ever start to a World Cup campaign. I'm literally so nervous because I really want to win this game to really skyrocket our good form. That would be really good. Because after this game we got Scotland as well, and that's no easy task. Liechtenstein, come on. Okay, right, okay, that's the point where I was looking for. Shevchenko scores, it's 2-2, which is still really good, but they found the gap and I just couldn't dispossess him. Yeah, we obviously couldn't tackle him because it was Shevchenko, you know, superstar Shevchenko versus Carpenter from Liechtenstein. Come on, don't blow this, Liechtenstein. I'll take a draw at this point. Get out, Ukraine. Oh, I couldn't defend it. And they've scored again. And I knew it. I just knew it. When was it going to happen? Now. It's now. 3-2. And yeah, Ukraine basically just better, aren't they? Just way better. There's no way we're going to get a third in this one. There's no way. We just haven't played that well in this second half. We've let Ukraine do whatever they want. Clear it away. And that is going to be a 3-2 defeat for Liechtenstein. A bit annoying, but life returns to somewhat normality with that result. I was wondering when I was going to get pulled down from the clouds in this run. You know, I was 2-0 up against Ukraine. There's no way we would have got away with that in real life. So, yeah, you know, fun times. But I think the fun is probably over. But then again, we've got Scotland next, and I hope we can beat them and maybe upset the Scottish as well. Our next match is going to be against Scotland. This time we're back at home in Liechtenstein. Can we use the home advantage and the recent decent form that we've got to beat Scotland? You know, we haven't managed to beat any of the big teams in this group yet. We drew against Croatia, narrowly lost against Ukraine. Can we do it against Scotland? They are top of the group, but you know, it's all quite close, so we can't really tell if they're going to be the best team in the group yet. Crossed in. And keeper, you really didn't need to do that. You really didn't need to do that. Those kind of decisions, especially with one-star teams, really are so annoying because they can damage your chances of winning games. Bergmeyer to cross it in. It's Frick and he scores and it's 1-0. He scored a header from the corner 23 minutes in and Frick has taken the lead for Liechtenstein. Frick is frickin' awesome. That is definitely going to be the title of this video. And it's 1-0 to Liechtenstein. Amazing job from Liechtenstein to get the corner and obviously convert the corner into a goal. Croatia are playing Ukraine, so if we can somehow get a win here, we'll go top of the group. We will, because Croatia and Ukraine obviously looking to try and get points off of each other. So that is an ideal situation for Liechtenstein. Really is such a good opportunity, and that's only going to happen twice in this run as well, remember, so we need to keep pace with these sides. It's half time and Liechtenstein are leading again in this group. Can we actually hold on to it though this time? Scotland aren't quite as good as Ukraine on this game, but they are obviously dangerous in comparison to Liechtenstein, so yeah, come on, I want to get my first win against one of the big three in this group. Come on. Cross that in. And that's a really good ball. Oh, I couldn't shoot. Liechtenstein almost got another one. I feel that this part of the match is where Liechtenstein start to slow down. Obviously fatigue and stuff sets in. You know, it's a bit annoying, but it's what we have to live with a one-star, well, not even a one-star, half-star team. Faroe Islands have taken the lead against Moldova, so that's good. Really trying to get another goal if I can. It's really hard to control the ball now. Liechtenstein keep making mistakes. It's really annoying. Crossed in. No. Oh, that's so BS. I hate that. And Barry Ferguson scores to make it 1-1. Okay, well, again, we just can't defend in these moments. In these moments, Liechtenstein fall apart, and it's not their fault. It really isn't their fault. Over the top. Oh, that is cruel, man. That is cruel. How did they get that ball off? What a save. What a save by the Liechtenstein keeper. Over the top, but it's not going to go anywhere, sadly. And Liechtenstein kind of bottled it again against Scotland, to be honest with you. Okay, it's a good result in terms of Liechtenstein. It really is. We're hanging in there. I hate those defensive things where you are trying so desperately to get rid of the ball and the computer will just rush in and smash it into the back of your net. There's nothing more annoying than that. So the last match of this video isn't going to be against the Faroe Islands. We're still with Scotland, but this time we're away from home. This could be a good chance to get revenge, and I was kind of annoyed at the game to give me Scotland again, but it might actually work in my favour. If I can draw against Scotland again or even beat them, then we got the Faroe Islands twice for the next video, which means that we could move up the table. It's not lost yet. Still not lost. We're only 5 points behind, which is only essentially a win and, well, 2 wins even, sorry. So, you know, it's all to play for. I feel that Liechtenstein were really good in the last match. It's just that, obviously, we can't close out these games. Scotland out on the wing, crossed in, caught by the keeper again. Nice. We may have to change the formation a little bit. I feel like Frick up top on his own doesn't really help Liechtenstein that much. Tackled by Frick, and that's actually a clean tackle. Go on. Yes! Come on, Frick has scored away from home, and that is 1-0 to Liechtenstein on the stroke of half-time almost, and that is 1-0. I'm surprised that tackle even was legal, to be fair. Usually when you do that, the referee blows for a free kick, but Frick obviously too strong, and that is 1-0. Again, Liechtenstein, capable of scoring, it's just closing out games. Oh my goodness, get out! Oh, thank you, thank you. It's just so annoying trying to defend against these sides. This video has been like one minnow, and then the rest of them have been teams that are way bigger than us. But we're doing so well. Over the top. Ah, everything I do, Scotland have an answer for it. And here comes... Scotland. I can't select the guy in the middle, and that's a brilliant save. I got bailed out there by my keeper. Like, they keep knocking me to the floor. How is this even fair? And they scored, of course. And McFadden has scored for Scotland, and I think that we're just not closing these games out. Back to the goalkeeper. They're just wasting time now. Like, it's frustrating. It's still a good result, but it's frustrating. You know, we could have done more in this match, and we probably should have, but Scotland have been just rock solid at the back for most of the game. And here comes Scotland. Are you kidding me right now? Good save. I really don't want to concede here. Oh, thank goodness for that. Scotland put it wide, and that's another draw for Liechtenstein. We're pushing these teams back. We're pushing them back, and that is the main thing. Liechtenstein, despite losing against Ukraine, have won one game and drawn the rest, which means that we could potentially do it in the next video because we got the Faroe Islands twice. And if we're playing this well against teams like Scotland and Croatia, then I have no doubt that we'll get the points from the Faroe Islands in the next video. Now, I think automatic qualification will be out of reach, but I'm hoping that Croatia lose their game in hand. I don't know who it's against, but I really hope they lose it or draw that game or something like that to give Liechtenstein a small chance of getting into that playoff position. That would be pretty cool if we can get Liechtenstein into the playoffs. But I mean, 6 points is really good. We're mid-table and we're looking like we could do it as long as we do well in the next video. And since we're at the halfway point, I'll show you the other groups as well from around the world and in Europe. This is Group A in Europe. Denmark and Wales currently commanding that group. Denmark have got 2 games in hand, really, on some of the nations there. So they've done pretty well. And Wales as well have done pretty good. And Montenegro just behind them. Group B, Belgium are dominating that group. Serbia just behind them with 9 points. And Norway just behind Serbia with 7. Latvia, Luxembourg and Andorra really not off to a good start. In Group D, we have Turkey top of that one. Italy just behind them. Bulgaria with 4. Switzerland with only 3. Azerbaijan with 3 as well. And Lithuania with 0 points. In Group E, Portugal and Israel are neck and neck on this group here, trying to steal that top spot from each other. Russia just behind them, 5 points behind them, as are Bosnia and Iceland. Belarus with only 3 points so far, but I think that's wide open, that group, to be honest. Group F, England top of that one. Hungary just behind them with 8 points. Sweden have 6 points, but they have a game in hand. Kazakhstan are kind of in the mix with 4 points. Estonia with only 2 points, and San Marino with 0 to be expected, to be honest. Romania top of that group. Holland just behind them, as are Slovenia and Greece. France doing terrible in that group there with only 3 points, and Northern Ireland with 1. Group H, Spain and Germany in that one doing quite well. Slovakia just behind them. Poland not doing that brilliant at the moment. Austria really not, and Georgia rooted to the bottom. And in Group I, we have the Czech Republic top of that one, and Finland just behind them. Albania, Ireland and Macedonia lagging behind. In Asia, this is how it's looking like. It's usually the same teams on this game, to be fair, but just in different order. So we got Australia, Oman, Saudi Arabia, Japan and Qatar in that group. Currently, Australia and Oman are leading the charge for the automatic spot. And in Group B, we have North Korea, Uzbekistan doing really well, Kuwait just behind them though, Syria and South Korea having a really terrible campaign in that one with only 1 point. So, as usual, New Zealand are winning the Oceania group. South America looks like that if you want to pause it and have a look. So you got the two main ones, obviously Argentina and Brazil there. Venezuela doing really well, really well. And then Ecuador and Paraguay are in the other couple of spots, but it's very close. And CONCACAF finally looks like this. We have the United States top of that group. Honduras just behind them on goal difference. Jamaica as well. Trinidad and Tobago. Costa Rica and Haiti both have 0 points. So what happened to Mexico? Let's have a look and see. Mexico got grouped in that group there. Honduras and Jamaica going through. Mexico, that was really a terrible effort. And that is the end of your first part of Liechtenstein's World Cup qualification run. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, then give it a like and subscribe. Keep it local as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.